Do it.
That's right, the store page is up on Steam right now. Go and wishlist it. The moment that page went live, I kind of had a moment to myself.
Um, I have my Steam page up. I'm having a bit of a moment right now. I just don't know what to say. This
Just one step closer to my dream is all. Anyways, let's move on to that devlog. Roll the intro. We don't have one. What do you mean we don't have an intro? I'll just use the last one. Here we go.
is just water.
Hey, Sam, why is everything white? Where's the couch? Where's Waylord? Oh, don't worry about that. Everything is fine. It's just nice in here. So let's talk about what I've been up to. So I feel like this month has mostly been back-end stuff. Stuff that you might not necessarily even notice, like refactoring the code, making minor UI adjustments, tweaking the font, and bug fixes. I generally don't tend to go over bug fixes because I feel like they're relatively minor, but if you feel like that's something you want to hear about, let me know. Anyways, let's move on to the bigger stuff. First up, controller mouse. Mouse controller. Mouse that is being controlled by the controller. You get what I mean. You've probably seen them in games like Power Washing Simulator, Modern Assassin's Creed, and other games. I hate them. But it kinda made sense for my game. So you see, in my game, the UI is diegetic. It exists in the world. So on the main menu, you have Minerva's hand. Most other screens are literal computer windows. So I thought it would fit. And I knew how to go about it, so I thought it would be easy. It was not. So in Godot, there's a function called warp mouse. So I was like, nice, move the mouse around with the player stick and trigger clicks when they press A. But that didn't work. So there's this thing called focus, which allows you to interact with the UI using a controller or keyboard. And initially I was trying to use that to trigger click, but that didn't work. So I thought, hey, I'll just trigger clicks virtually, that's fine. That also didn't work. And I don't know why. So I tried a bunch of different workarounds and none of them worked. And I don't know why either. So ultimately, I just gave up. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta know that something's not worth it. There was one other idea I had, but that would require like a complete overhaul of the UI system as we have it right now, and I didn't want to do that. So I gave up, and I worked on refining the current controller navigation system. It has a couple of quirks, but ultimately it works. So next up, we have a new NPC and a new shop. Meet Almond. This is them. I love them. So Omelette is like a hacker type friend to Minerva, and they're going to exploit glitches in the ship. And those exploits just happen to be using your ores to do it. So the stuff you'll find in their shop is very much designed around glitches. Oh, the ship could be more efficient in its defense systems. Oh, you could access a power-up by hacking your ship in a certain way. I really like the idea of just having a hacker best friend trying to help you out. And I feel like I got the UI for this just right. Like it looks like a terminal, like you're trying to access stuff from a terminal. I really like that. I'm really happy with it. Speaking of shops though, I've been thinking I'll change that mechanic around a little bit. Maybe one version that doesn't use ores like Hades, or maybe you just can't enter until you have a minimum amount of ores. Because right now I'm running into this issue where if you enter the shop but you don't have enough ores, the shop goes away and you get nothing. Well, not nothing anymore. You do get a little bit of a heal from them. But I've been wondering if that's the right way to go about it. I'll find out though, because I'm planning to get a demo out on Steam, wishlist now, at the end of this month, and I'll be trying to gather as much feedback as possible, so keep an eye out. Moving on, I changed up some of the UI. I finally upgraded the reward screen, so now it looks like this. There's a couple more tweaks I want to make to it, but so far so good. And I also did some minor adjustments to the story screen. And then I added a new enemy. Ooh, we're adding stuff to the core gameplay again. Anyways, this is the new enemy. They've got the zoomies. Unlike the other two enemies I have so far, this enemy is a melee type, so it's going to try and ram into you. I really like how the final design turned out. It looks like a hybrid of an anchor and a sword, and that's kind of the vibe I was going for. And that's about it for this month. I know it's not as flashy as the other months, but it's progress. And this month is gonna be all about adding more stuff to that core gameplay. Ooh, we love that. Reminder again, Steam store page, wishlist now, There's gonna be a demo out at the end of this month. And that's about it. Hit that like button, drop kick that subscribe button, demolish that share button. I don't know, other stuff. Like, you get what I mean. Everybody does this. Like, just do it. Bye.